back to another episode of Cooking with Us in Our Kitchen. I'm Alex, and today I'm going to make for you a Spetzofái. It's a traditional Greek starter, can be eaten as a main course as well, which is Greek style village sausage cooked in a spicy tomato sauce with chunky peppers. Very, very nice. Let's take a look at our ingredients. We've got some green peppers and half a red pepper, some onion, chopped tomatoes, oregano, chili flakes, salt, possibly. I'll let you know about that in a moment why. Some black pepper, and of course our sausages, which we are going to put in the oven right now. We've preheated our oven to 200 Celsius. And we're going to pop these in here for 25 minutes. 20 to 25 minutes to cook out most of the fat that's in there and most of the salt, so it doesn't affect our sauce too much. Right, it's time now, while the sausages are in the oven, it's time to chop up all our ingredients. Now we're going to start with our onion, which will be the first to go in. And remember, it's all about your vegetables in this particular recipe, so you want everything to be quite chunky. More so the peppers, but as you can see we're not finely dicing it at all. It's all going to be in big chunks. Right, now onto our peppers. So you just want to cut the sides off around like that, like you would for prepping them to cut them julienne. Beautiful, there you go. Throw that bit away, you don't need it, and you need them in bite-sized chunks. Now, usually we wouldn't be using a red pepper traditionally in this, but because our sausages are quite salty, these particular ones, and they're also smoked, it will take a bit of the saltiness out and give it, well, just by taking the edge off it with that lovely sweetness that these peppers have got. So, now those are all chopped up, time to start cooking. Right, so we're going to use a casserole to cook this dish. It's probably best, if you have one, to use a non-stick one, because we're having a tomato-based sauce and they do tend to stick quite a lot. If not, no worries. Just keep busy and keep stirring. So, heat up. We're going to go in with some olive oil. Lovely. And in with our onion. That is 2 onions, by the way. Not just one that you saw earlier. I realised that one wouldn't be enough. So we're just going to lightly saute our onions. Because we want them as chunks in the sauce, we're not going to do them too much. Literally just a couple of minutes, and then we're going to add everything else. Right, now our onions have been in for about a minute and a half. We're going to go in with the rest. So we've got about 3 teaspoons of chili flakes in there. You can use fresh chilies as well if you like, and make it as hot and spicy as you like. So in with the chili flakes, and in with all the peppers. And we're going to give them a good stir in, get them coated with that lovely oil. And add some black pepper. That's lovely. And we're going to saute them together for literally a minute. Right, so now these have been sauteing for literally about a minute and a half. We're going to go in with our tomatoes. And with a little bit of water. So, just mix that all together. I'm going to add tiny bit of water into there to rinse out my bowl as well, so nothing goes to waste. And we're going to let that simmer for about 5-6 minutes while our sausages are finishing off. Right, it's time now to take our sausages out the oven. They've been in there just about 25 minutes. So here they are. And as you can see, because I've poked a couple of holes in them, all that fat has dripped out there, and all the salt and everything, it won't go into our sauce that way. So we're just going to let them cool, literally for a minute or so we can cut them easier, and then we're going to add them to our sauce. Right, so we're going to cut up our sausages now. They've cooled literally for a couple of minutes, so that's going to be easier. Still going to use a pair of tongs because they're quite hot. And you want to cut your sausages into bite-sized pieces. There we go. And don't forget to try the last piece just to make sure they're cooked nicely. Treat yourself while you're cooking. Right, we are now about 2-3 minutes off the end. We're literally just reducing our sauce now. So we're going to add our sausages. And by cooking them beforehand, we build layers, should I say, of flavour. So the sausage is merged together, it has its own individual flavour before it goes in and absorbs everything else while cooking. So you get kind of a more three-dimensional flavour. It works, put it that way. And we reduce quite a lot of the fat and sodium content that we're going to consume. And now they're in, right at the end, we're going to add our oregano as well. Give it a stir and let that simmer literally for 2 minutes. Okay, taste buddies. Our Spetzofái is ready now. Now, because our sausages are very, very salty, the only thing that is left to do is just taste it for salt. That's why I said perhaps on the salt. So we're going to taste our sauce and maybe just a tiny bit. Maybe just a tiny bit. Like I said, leave it till the end because you can always add. You can't take away. And if your sausages are too salty and you add too much salt, it can ruin your dish. So we're going to give that a stir now. And I think we're good to start plating up. Right, taste buddies. So today we're going to serve this just as it is, as a starter, with a little bit of lovely sourdough bread that my lovely girlfriend has made, which is going to be used to mop up that lovely sauce. There you go, those peppers. So, there we are, our Taste Buddies Spetzofái. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And until next time, one love.